What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski. With me, as always, is my co-host, Matt Reed. And today, we've got the band Brave Days from Texas on the show. Friends, welcome.
What it do? Thanks for having us.
Glad to be here.
Howdy.
Absolutely. This is going to be very fun with 6 people vying for the spotlight all at the same time.
You're not wrong.
Or not talking like that.
Here's the question of how fun it's gonna get. All of those with ADHD, hands up, please. Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
Is it just not Matt? Was that it? Matt was the only one?
Currently. Well, undiagnosed, but we'll see, I guess.
I was about to say, like, hey, your brain works. What's that like?
It doesn't, but
my ADHD is I just fire off ideas all day long and shoot them at Matt and other people, and it's and then about 5% of them make it through. There's a lot of really great ideas I have. I think I've got some really fucking great ideas, and they all just get lost.
Classic.
Yeah, I've written like 3 new demos this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I actually started every business that I thought of randomly, I'd probably be some kind of rich entrepreneur, but that never happens.
I at one point had this one idea about opening a restaurant. Now here's the thing, it's not a good idea. I just think it's funny and it makes me think of like a Tim and Eric type skit. But it was gonna be like everything on the menu was all like made from ground beef. It's just gonna be like just ground beef meals. Now he's gonna have like chili, a whole bunch of shit, but it's only ground beef. And then the name of the place was gonna be called G Beef Me.
That's an amazing idea.
That is incredible. Sign me up, man. Let's go.
Raising Cane's exists, and it's literally just chicken and fries.
That's a good point.
Oh, it's the best. It is
just find a good side, and then you're golden.
Honestly,
Nice.
I think it'd do well. G Beef Me. It's
I like a classic.
classic. I'm not gonna lie. I have one of the things I do is I have to also write like hundreds of lists, and I know somewhere on my phone I still have that in my ideas list somewhere that says "Debeef me."
It's collecting dust.
I asked my wife to so she worked from home today, and I'm off on Mondays, and she was like, "Hey, go get us breakfast." I was like, "Please, for the love of God, make me a list." And she was like, "No, this isn't an exercise." And I just like, "Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna make a list right now." She's like, "Well, that's not the exercise."
So she's torturing you.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like.
Yeah, I have to have a list. Like if my wife wants me to go grocery shopping, I have to have a list. Otherwise,
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna. Even if she gives me a list, doesn't mean I'm gonna get it all.
Oh, dude, sometimes if I'm leaving the house to go get me and my wife dinner, she'll just be like, "Oh, can I get this?" And I'm just like, "Just fucking text me, please."
Yeah, you guys
Tell me.
Verbal instructions are going to be gone in about 5 minutes.
Yep.
In one ear and out the other.
Yeah, we'll be like, she'll be like, "Okay, here's the list of our meals we're gonna do," and then I'll be like, "Okay, so I know I need like at least a can of this because you wrote like one, but like, are we sure we just need one?" And then I'm stuck and I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes. I gotta text her and wait. I gotta get it right, guys.
I have that list on the dry erase board right there.
That's a smart man right there. That's a smart man right there.
I was half expecting him to say, "So I didn't get breakfast, but I did start the laundry."
No, dude.
I did our taxes. Is that what I was supposed to do?
I'm not even joking. I started the dishes. I did the dishes, and while the dishes were going, I use this as to like the way to get all my things done before this. But I got the dishes done, and then I mowed the lawn, and then I came back and did the rest of the dishes, and then I went out and swept everything, and then I sat down and played Wolfenstein because I forgot I was supposed to do laundry stuff as well. But that's all right.
Nice.
If I had a nickel for every time I went to the store and came back with a bunch of shit, and my wife is like, "Hey, did you get the one thing I sent you to the store for?"
Everything else though.
No, I got some toys.
And my wife is throwing me the bird right now for that one.
Yeah. Like, no, but I did get so much ground beef because I got this great idea.
Gonna start a restaurant in our house. Yeah. For sure.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord of mercy.
All right. But,
So do you have a list of things you want to ask us?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know,
And Beef Me was not on the list.
Chippy Beef Me was not on the list.
We persevere.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I just go off on different topics. I mean, we haven't even asked the first question yet. We already got off.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Chris warned you about us, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's good.
Okay,
It's good.
cool.
It's good. Okay. So y'all released your latest single, "Dog Eat Dog," back in October. Tell us a bit about the song.
So it's a song made of music and stuff and words. Yeah, it's so like, do you want like what it's about or
Sure, whatever you want to tell me, because you know your listeners, they're the ones that want to know. Me, I could give two shits. I don't fucking care. No.
I should know where you stand.
I can
Yeah.
speak to this because I was very heavily involved in the writing. So, it's actually called Doggy Dog, and it's
Doggy Dog?
about the life of Snoop Dogg, how he came into power, which I think anybody would agree is really motivating.
Yeah. It's it's a story for the ages.
For reference, the song was written and recorded before Chance joined the band.
So Dog Eat Dog is about the music industry and how you're turned into an entertainer, not an artist. Like you're how TikTok and how YouTube Shorts, now Facebook Reels or whatever, have just really made people stupid. And it's writing for the 15-second the hit of TikTok versus writing a song because it's good,
Right.
writing art because it is art. And how in the same vein, so it's written from two different perspectives. So I'm a butt mad youth group kid that works at churches, and actually all of us are.
Yep.
And if listened to just by, I'm thinking about this as a consumer, and this is the entertainment world. All right, cool. But you can also be writing it or listening to it as, I'm a butt mad youth group kid listening to about the church world. And so like we're always pegged as a quote unquote a Christian band, but we're always too not, we're
Sure.
too clean for the punk world, and we're too punk for the Christian world. And so we're at this crossroads. We're like, we can't please anyone. And so that's the lyric. If I was honest, I wouldn't be what you wanted, And
Mhm.
so but at the same time, that lyric goes on. It's like, if I was wanted, I wouldn't be here at all, which is like, I came from the church world into the punk world, but I'm still not good enough for it. And then now I have to be an influencer. What is this?
And we've always kind of slid into that space very well. Like,
Yeah.
we've kind of found our little home there. And even beyond those two perspectives, I've heard several people like my stepmom even said like, hey, could this song also be about like being ADHD in school, or like just in an area like you can't change anything about you, but you're still not accepted even though you're doing your best, Like, and that's the way I've seen it.
I think
Yeah.
everything that I write is about being ADHD.
That's also fair. That is also a very fair statement. Yeah.
How is the response been so far?
It's been really cool.
Very
It's been really cool. People have been liking it. The normal angry Christian crowd that we get, we haven't heard anything from them. So that was cool. That was neato, mosquito.
Yeah,
Most of the time they're like,
Yeah, the last song we put out, Scars and Stripes, was a very interesting response.
it rubbed people the wrong way.
We kind of
Oh.
wanted it to, but
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. But it's been great so far. It was on like a Twitch? I think it was on Twitch, on a UK Twitch show.
Nice.
And like they sent me the link like while I was going, and I happened to be at work on my lunch. And so I jumped on there, and people in the UK were like, "Oh, this band rules. Like, this is so sick. They're having fun with each other. They're not taking themselves too seriously. Is that a lightsaber? I bet that dude's a virgin." This cool, UK things.
Nah.
But yeah, everyone has given us positive feedback so far.
Awesome. I like that you brought up, with TikTok and stuff, writing a 15 seconds. Because me personally, that has always been when that whole thing arrived for TikTok, I was like, yes, this works perfectly because I can only write 15 seconds worth of palatable music. So I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I have a chance now.
no, and there are some people it works for very well. It's just like all of us are, like we're all such kind of purists as far as the art side of things go. So we're just kind of like, man, why don't we just like write actual songs instead of just cool part, cool part, cool part, cool part, cool part?
Why do we have to have integrity?
It's definitely a more complicated industry and world right now, just because of social media, and you not only have to be good at making music, but you have to be good at making music videos for yourself. You have to be able to afford all of that. You have to be good at you have to be funny. You have to be meaningful. You have to be like everyone who wants to succeed in the music industry right now has to be everything. And it's very difficult. Like you have to be on every social media, every platform, and be relevant and consistent on all of them. It's very difficult.
And yes, still got to keep the lights on.
Yeah. Like you can't forget about Twitter or X or Threads,
And as a singer, if you're a singer, you have to have different colored hair. You have to have like dyed hair or something like that. Like from everyone that I've seen that's like popular, like I have our TikTok is I guess when I tried to make one so I could see like what was happening, it made it as the band TikTok, and I was like, I can't watch the stupid stuff that I want to watch because I'm trying to keep our algorithm professional and stuff like that. So I was looking at all these singer notes, so I'm like, I'm not dyeing my hair. That's stupid.
Wow, you're just like not committed, dude.
I know, dude.
You won't get
like,
face tattoos.
Look at, like, not everybody has to dye their hair. Like David Michael Frank, he's super popular. He doesn't.
True.
I try to
He's
stay
got
off
a killer
TikTok.
voice too.
I don't know who David Michael Frank is, but I love that he's just got 3 first names and he's just blasting.
He's a guy on TikTok who actually has a killer voice, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, he's
Fucking
actually really
phenomenal. He's super great.
He's super nice.
That's rad.
Do you have any EPs or singles that are in the works right now you can talk about?
Talk.
that we can talk about. I'm not quite sure, but we have been writing. I don't know. We've been writing like crazy lately, so
We
I'm
have
very
been writing
excited about
a
some
bunch of
we're
stuff.
working on.
Yeah, we've been on a heater.
We've got
been on a
a we can't say, but we've got someone with I'm not gonna say who, but we're trying to impress some people that ask us to go into the studio so they can potentially be the ones to record us and do all that stuff and promote us. I don't know what kind of organization that is. I'm going to leave that up to you.
We do have some exciting things in the works right now. I don't know how much I can say as to what they are, but they've got me feeling pretty good about where the band's at and where we're going.
Yeah.
But we're in the studio because they asked us, and we're just like, let's go.
Yeah, we're doing 1, maybe 2 singles with Jeff Rockwell in January. So
right on.
Very excited about that. That dude, he mixed Dog Eat Dog, and really cool dude. I haven't actually met him in person yet, but like just a few conversations we had in the mixing process. He's just a really nice guy and super easy to work with us. Like, yeah, super easy to work with. He's awesome. So we're very excited.
I'm gonna throw out a guess out here. I'm gonna guess that it's Snoop Dogg because he was so happy about your Dog Eat Dog song about him.
Damn it, he found out. We gotta kill him now.
We're subtle enough.
Signed to death row. I mean,
dude. First like pop punk band ever signed to death row.
What a headline that would
be. I honestly wouldn't put it past. I mean, how Death Row started was through a lot of, diverse work, So I wouldn't be super surprised if something like that were to happen, honestly.
Man, y'all thought we played some weird bills before.
We're going from the metalcore crowd to the gangster rap crowd.
So my next question here I got for you, maybe a little bit of a thinker here. So Braves Days, y'all started around 2018. And since the recent resurgence of pop punk in the mainstream, which started back in around 2021, what made you want to start a pop punk band back then?
In 2018 or I think it was it 2018 or 2019?
17.
I can't remember. Oh, whenever it was. I mean, that's
why I said around.
Oh,
that's fair.
So Will and I are the only original two that like came from the foundation, and I was singing in a pop punk band way before that as well. Like I've been doing this since high school, and so
virgin.
Yeah. Still am. Even my wife makes fun of me for that. But yeah, I was doing this for forever, and so like I've played in hardcore bands, I've played in metal bands, I played in a country band for a while. Like that was my full-time job was touring with them. But like what I wanted to write and what I wanted to be my passion project was a punk band, and Will and I just loved it. Like we were just like, we've been wanting to work together for a long time. And then my band that I was with forever kicked me out. And then his band, they kind of disintegrated. And so we were just like, yeah, let's finally get together and write something.
Yeah.
And then
like we'd been friends for like 4 or 5 years by this time. And like we were both in separate bands. And then he was just like, hey, you down? And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, we kind of our big thing was like pop punk was more pop, less punk, especially at that time.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like, nah, we really like the Swellers and Search the City and, bands like that. And, bands that no one's really heard of because they were underrated as All Get Out. And,
and All Get Out. All Get Out's a great band.
Too good. But I think at that time we were just kind of like, let's just do something different and then also add like Chariot style stage presence to it. Yeah, why not?
So
like if one of us does, like the joke we have is if one of us doesn't get minorly injured, wasn't a good show.
Yeah. Weaponized ADHD.
Oh my God. After every show, I swear, Chris, I don't know how you do it, dude, but every time I see you like laying against the corner, like on your last leg, somehow you rally and you're out there like in the freaking mosh pit the next set, like whoever's playing. It blows my mind. I don't know how you do it.
Bro, this man has puked and rallied before more Brady shows than I can count.
I swear.
It's like part of my shtick now.
But yeah, I think we were just kind of fed up with pop punk not having punk in it anymore, and we were just kind of like, I don't know, let's have some fun.
Yeah, it's like I'm singing about ex-girlfriends and stuff, like it's cool, but like where's the roots? Like where everything came from, the hardcore world. It's like
I do have a rant about the 2021 resurgence though, because like listen,
Wait, you
COVID
don't like
was-
Machine Gun Kelly, bro?
Let me finish. Like, listen, it was trending toward like being aggressive again. Like Rise Against had just put out Nowhere Generation, and that was sick. Descendants were touring again. Like everything was starting to get better. And then fucking MGK happened.
Bro, Machine Gun Kelly is pop punk. He defined
I'm
pop
gonna
punk.
kick your
invented
ass.
I think what didn't help is that when Travis Barker got involved, and it was like, well,
Yeah.
there it is.
Oh yeah.
Who's Travis Barker?
I swear, Travis Barker will play drums on anything.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's so
Anything.
true.
Also true. Like, didn't he do a stint with the Chainsmokers for a hot minute?
I think he did.
He had that Soldier Boy drums cover that one time.
What?
Dude,
He played drums to his new kid's heartbeat. Like,
That's kind of
I
dope.
kid you not. There's a video of him
Okay, that's-
chopping it up on a practice pad.
That's
actually
really
kinda
dope.
cool.
No,
That's
that's
actually kind
insane.
of cool.
and
Yeah.
four
Just-
dogs in a trench coat could get Travis Barker to play on their song.
All right, boys, we got some
Also,
emails to send.
But just think about that. I am secretly mad that one of the Kardashians knows who Turnstile is.
No, that's fair.
And it's like I saw them for $5 shows growing up in high school.
Oh, that's a
Now
crossover
I-
event right there.
Yeah, I know. And now the Kardashian knows.
Turnstile, the great equalizer.
Oh my gosh, that's almost as much of a crossover as like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Dude, that's nuts. No, the one for me was Demi Lovato being like, "Oh yeah, I fucking love Job for a Cowboy." Like,
Sick.
yeah, dude, that happened.
That's amazing.
That's nuts. I never heard that. Like, good for her. Good for her.
So as we're talking about your favorite moments in pop punk, it seems that defined you as your young adult lives. What's your biggest musical guilty pleasures?
Oh,
I'm not guilty about anything.
Yeah, I think everybody I know knows I'm a Swiftie. Like, not even secretly.
But
Listen.
but the thing is, which one of you is going to claim the Newsboys?
Ooh.
It's
that'd be
me.
Will.
It's me. It's they were my
100%.
first concert when I was like 7.
Mm.
Like I gotta give him some love. Peter Furler supremacy though. Like fuck Michael Tate. You should have stayed in DC Talk, bud. Like
DC talk.
no, dude. So I do worship with my church and I lead the youth band. Last year for a youth retreat, our youth pastor had lost one of the challenges at one of the games we were playing. So he had to eat a Carolina Reaper chip. And this man proceeds to rap Jesus Freak with the band right after. Respect.
Like, was it the Pocky one chip challenge chips?
Yep.
Oh
Oh.
I thought this man was gonna die. Like it was nuts.
yeah, I almost died on my bathroom floor eating one of those.
Dude, Evan is a fucking champion for that. Like seriously. Like it's
Dude,
nuts.
yeah, I puked.
I have never attempted a one chip challenge. Matt,
Don't
have you?
do it.
I can't.
Thank you.
It looks
Nah.
like a bad idea.
Back on Chris's I'm a Swiftie comment, like on our way home from tour this summer, Speak
Mhm.
Now Taylor's version had come out on the
Oh
last.
yeah.
You had 5 grown-ass men in this car going ham to Story of Us in that, like it was
Dude,
one of
Speak
my
Now
favorite
is
moments
like
of
one
tour.
of- I was obsessed with Speak Now when it came out. I
10 out
remember
of 10
I
album.
would-
My man.
I was no, I agree. 10 out of 10 album, no skips. When it came out, I was driving for Plug Your Holes on Warped Tour,
Oh, sick.
and like
Nice.
that's like all I listened to. That was it. But
There you
like,
go.
Incredible record.
my night drives, I was just listening to T Swizzle.
You know, have you listened to our cover of Love Story?
Yeah,
Yeah. We our bass player at the time like refused to play on that song. And yeah, and I was like, "Oh, come on. Like
Come on,
don't
man.
stop being such a cool guy." And so in one day I tracked bass. I play bass as well, but I tracked bass and did vocals in the same day.
nice.
And I was like, this is so I lived a dream of mine was playing a Taylor Swift song, Punk.
No, dude, straight up. So Eric and I were living together at the time, and he barges into my room one day and he just goes, "Hey, I have a dumb idea." And I just go, "What do you got?" And he tells me like punk version Love Story Taylor Swift. And I just go, "D beats?" And he was like, "All of them." And I just go, "All right, give me an hour." And came up with the original demo in like an hour. And then we were tracking. We were just like, "Ah, shit, this is kind of good.
This is awesome."
Now, but so while we're on the subject of T-Swizz and like guilty pleasures, who else's heart fluttered a bit when they did Enchanted and then Owl City did their Enchanted back.
That is incredible.
Woo!
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Like, that was poetry.
That's a wholesome moment right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All right. With so many talented bands like you emerging from Texas, what's the music community like there? You got so many good bands coming out right now.
We have a guy in a bacon suit who goes into mosh pits and runs
That is
around.
true.
Shout out Michael Olivares. We love you.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, we love him.
To the best of
We love
my
him for it.
knowledge, when it comes to Texas, so other states are so small that you have kind of like a very, and I don't know, like I don't know what it's like in Indiana, but I can imagine there's like one or two big cities. Texas has like 3 major distinct regions, and then like a couple of smaller regions scattered.
I mean, 4
so like,
technically, like.
yeah, Wichita Falls is starting to grow a bit.
No, I was saying
San
like
Antonio,
Dallas, Austin,
Houston.
San Antonio, Houston.
No, I was calling like I was thinking Austin, San Antonio are kind of like one area. Like if
they're okay.
but like people who play in Austin know they got to go to San Antonio because it's right there.
Sure.
Versus like if you're in Houston, you've got Houston. DFW becomes its own kind of grind. I don't know. So there's like such distinct regions all across the state.
There are distinct regions within the DFW.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. And DFW is such a
Florida.
hard grind too. Like
So you have Dallas on one side of it, you have Fort Worth on the other, and then Denton is which is a northern suburb of DFW, is a completely different market on its own. So you have basically 3 markets in one like major market.
yeah, so it's like 3 smaller markets in a much larger, which like is great for a brand new up and coming band. Like there's opportunities to play and cut your teeth and kind of get into it. But for a band who's trying to like kind of where we're at is this sort of mid-level where it's like we could open for big, large touring acts, or we could kind of branch out and start doing our own DIY tours. It's hard to break out of that in DFW because you got so many people who are trying to do that. And it's hard to play Fort Worth one weekend and then Dallas the next weekend because people who live halfway between can just pick and choose.
Right.
And so you split the audience sometimes. And
But you do see different people at the different markets.
That is
it's,
true.
It's
Definitely.
not like they don't completely bleed into each other, which is a good thing.
Right on.
One thing we noticed when researching y'all is that it appears that you use a lightsaber as your microphone. Tell us more about it, and are you a mega Star Wars fan? We lost Pat. Pat,
Where'd it go?
That's
I
okay.
You
can
have- you
quickly
have
answer
it in
for
there,
Eric.
don't you?
He actually doesn't like Star Wars at all. And it's not a lightsaber, it's something from Star Trek.
You shut your mouth. Trekkies are nerds.
Hot meat kettle.
I love Star Trek. I'm a Star Trek. I have a picture
yeah.
of the U.S.
Yeah.
Enterprise right in front of me, but I'm like, there's nothing like a lightsaber in Star Trek, so I was just like,
a light
whatever.
phaser. Yeah. So this is it. It's just it's just a hilt that I gutted. I just drilled out all the internals, the insidey parts, and I run a Telefunken M80 microphone through it. But I have this guy that my bandmates made me for my wedding present, and it is an SM58 gutted and stretched out. And this is actually like a saber forge hilt with an XLR thing on the bottom. So like you just plug straight in. The kill switch doesn't do anything because I can't be trusted with that.
The only problem is the guy who made it took out the preamp So
Yeah, and
it's not
so
exactly in working condition right now.
yeah, it doesn't work very well. But when we get Chances said he was going to take it apart and look at it. But yeah, a guy that was kind of in the band for a little bit, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I can do this," and he could not do that.
He just took it apart to look at it and then just looked at it.
Yeah, but it was still like super. It's still super cool. Like this could injure someone.
Yeah, the concept is really sick.
Yeah, I'm now wondering if we should have given that to him because I'm afraid he's going to either bludgeon himself, one of us, or someone in the crowd.
Fair. You guys get a lot of questions about it at shows, or do people just
Oh yeah.
People are like, why?
And we're like, why not?
Hey Eric, you should tell me about the Padawan braid.
Oh yeah, dude. I had a Padawan braid like down to my nipple for like years. And I grew it out just like from short hair to long hair, like did it the real way, not long hair to short hair.
Sure.
And then I got knighted with the Church of the Jedi. Like it's man.
I reiterate,
I can't believe
we're fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just across the board.
It's actually an organized church, but basically it's a you basically you just like, I promise I'm going to do all this. You uphold the oath, and all right, cool. And they're like,
are they tax exempt?
I don't know, but
Did you pay money?
No, I didn't pay anything. But they should be tax exempt. I should be tax exempt. Everyone should be tax exempt.
I was about to say, I hope they're tax exempt.
They are. It's fucking
Eric.
incredible, is what it is. Like that's
what's the oath? It's like I'll be celibate till I'm 80, or like.
I swear I won't murder all the children. I swear.
The younglings will go unharmed.
Yeah, it's it's basically just being a good person and stuff. It was like uphold the ways of the Jedi, the code and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. And so my barber and one of my best friends, he cut off my Padawan braid, and like I met the woman that is now my wife. We started dating, and I still had the braid, and I met my in-laws with the braid.
I didn't listen. I loved him through all of the years of that Padawan braid. We were friends the whole time, and the entire time I'm sitting there just like, buddy.
But it's the coolest thing in the world.
You're never getting laid again. And I have never been happier to be wrong.
I think my favorite part is that Pat dropped on part of that, so he has no idea how that story started. In your head shaved.
Yeah, it was wild because I like we'd be playing shows and I'd be like turning my head real fast and it would just go and it'd smack me in the eye.
It went in your mouth more times.
It went in my mouth a bunch at shows. And so yeah, she was there the day that I got it cut off. I got it to the length that was necessary. And yep, it came off and it is somewhere around the house. We still have it.
Still have
it.
Oh,
hang on. I'm more shocked she let you keep that in the move.
But you have to.
It's funny to me that you don't know where it's at.
Well, I'll open a box and I'll be on my ADHD clean stuff, and I'll just like open a box and go through all my stuff and like relive these memories and just find a lock of a Padawan braid. It's like, oh, that's where I put that 15 years
the
ago.
rubber bands there and everything too.
Please tell me you
kids, you want to see my Padawan braid?
Please tell me you have like a merch item with it on it.
Yeah, like Dad got so much puss with this braid.
So what you should do is you should make like hold on. You should make like a hardcore style shirt. You know, like a black and white, like on the back and stuff. And so like black and white, and it's like him fucking vocals with the Padawan braid, and it just says the Force is strong.
Well, so with my old band, and they were like, no, that's not happening. But with my old band, I was like, we should call ourselves Padawan Pop Punk. And all of them were like, No, you idiot. We're kicking you out.
Good that you had people around you.
What can I say? They were not your friends.
They were not my friends, but yeah.
So we got one more question before we go to a quick break.
Sweet.
If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting your journey, what would it be? You could each give us one.
Yeah. Someone else go first. I don't know.
Don't overthink it. Just like play
Just
music
like
and fuck around. Have fun with your
Yeah.
friends. Don't like make a band with people you don't know that can just play instruments. Like make a band with your homies, you know, and like make a good time out of it. Don't try to shove something together that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, do that. I mean, to on the jokes that I've made about my old band, like we're friends first, and then we're a band second. Like we actually hang out with each other outside of doing music, and our group chat is the most ridiculous, godless, lawless wasteland because we're having fun with each other. But like these guys would be the first people I would call when, we eventually have a kid, stuff like that. Like we are genuine friends, and the world, like the music world is it's plagued with people that's like, yeah, I kind of hate the singer for my band. I'm like, why do you play with them?
Right.
Yeah. And I think I've said this before, I think a different podcast was you'd be surprised how far a little like acting like a professional would take you, like being prepared, showing up, knowing the music, just having
that is not advice we should be giving.
I know. I kind of sound like a hypocrite saying this.
Well, no, we are. That's the thing. We are professionals.
In my opinion.
Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying.
When it counts, we act like professionals, and that'll take you far in your career, I think.
And
absolutely.
To even more on that, like, just fucking have fun. Don't worry about any of the other stuff outside of eyes or anything like that. Just have fun with your friends and take it as far as you can from there. Like,
and also don't be afraid to suck.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't be afraid to just do something for fun. And it sounds like absolute garbage, but like it's cheaper than therapy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I couldn't agree more. I think a lot of people's like a lot of times, we've got people on here that have given the advice of, be prepared, no, like, don't like put your best foot forward and stuff like that. And I agree with that. It's good advice, but it's also good advice to just play music. If you want to fucking play music, you don't have to be the best in the world. And that's okay. I mean, that is what Unsigned Pop Punk was made for. Like, like you don't have to be the best you just have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
Like we are extremely fortunate that we have a lot of fun, but all of us are also simultaneously like, we know what we're doing,
Right.
Like I've said this before and I'll say it again. Jackson is probably the best drummer I've ever worked with.
By far. I put him in the top 3 of people I worked with.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Josh Nath, that's a high bar.
Josh Nath does set a high bar.
The first practice I showed up to, and I knew Jackson was young, and like we start running through a song, and I was like, "Holy shit, this dude rips! This is awesome!"
Hey, buddy.
This 6th grader can play, man.
We're in School of Rock.
He should get his parents to sign a field trip permissions to take him anywhere.
Yeah, his dad actually did kind of come with us on tour a little bit.
Got him. I still love the fact that I looked at your dad the day I met him and I was like, hey, you're cool letting your kid come across country with 4 morons for a week? Like,
Yeah, it sounds fun. All right.
Well, I remember my parents were telling me about they heard a dude. We played emo night back in like August 2022, and my parents were talking about how they heard someone have a conversation on the side, like, "Dude, that drummer's like 14." What the hell?
He's not. Just a
He's
disclaimer.
No,
He's 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you not watching, he is
Young.
available.
He is available.
He's actually the only one of us that's not married.
That's
That is
true.
true.
That is true.
There you
That's
go.
true. Yeah. I'm also the only one that can't drink, which is kind of unfortunate.
Hey, you got two others who don't. Like Eric and I
That
are
is
both
true,
straight
yeah.
edge, so like
No,
he's fine there.
You don't, but I can't.
That's fair.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next segment.
Sponsor is Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Dude, I would fuck with that so hard. I want that Mike's money, baby.
I hate to break it to you, but looks matter. Now, not in the way you think I mean it, but when it comes to logos and shirt designs, you don't want your logo to look bad. Whether you run a business or play in a band, design is quite probably not your thing. And that's okay, because luckily, at Shed and Shred Studios, design is all they do. With almost a decade of experience, Shed and Shred Studios is dedicated to working directly with clients to create the best visual products in the industry, tailored to optimize recognition of your name amongst competitors in your specific market space. If you're in need of logos, visual branding, shirt graphics, or marketing material, Shed and Shred Studios has got you covered. So visit Shed Shred MD for more info. Once again, that is SHEDSHREDMD.com for more info. And hey, while you're there, use code GET10 for 10% off at checkout when buying pre-made designs and merch from their web store. Shout out to the Sad Babes Club for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. The Sad Babes Club is a woman-owned and operated shop with pop punk and emo roots located in Fresno, California. So whether you're looking for hoodies, stickers, pins, and other rad homemade items, head on over to sadbabes.com. Right? Once again, that's sadbabes.com. They also have a store locator on their website for where you can find them if you're in California. So you can go see them in person and get stuff. Like, pick it up, hold it, look at it, and smell it. Oh, it's going to be great. So make sure to not only be supporting up-and-coming bands and artists, but supporting small businesses as well. Sad Babes Club is here to remind you to stay rad, stay sad, and remember, it's okay to cry. So once again, go to sadbabes.com today.
And we're back. Thanks so much for listening through that sponsor. We know you didn't skip forward, because who does that? That's a bullshit move. No one's going to do that.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
rude.
move, man.
Dumb.
That's rude. It's rude and uncalled for. Is really what it is.
Go back. Go back.
Uh,
Come on. Go back. We're waiting.
Yeah. We'll wait. We'll be here. Just go back.
Go listen to
no.
the Fago ad.
Yeah, the Fago. But now it's time for the ever popular food for thought segment, where we just have these burning questions about food topics. And first off, we're going to start with a pretty decisive one, I would say, for Texans right now. Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Whataburger.
Fuck In-N-Out.
In-N-Out are a bunch of communists. Maybe, I don't know.
Aren't they from California?
Yeah,
We
that's
said
right.
what we
They're a bunch
said.
of liberal
Even worse.
communists. That's
We said
would-
what we said.
Yeah.
I would say that would probably be liberal.
Same thing. But yeah, dude.
No.
You should not.
Anyway.
You should not have to order your food in a specific way. They're like, oh yeah, you just have to order it this way, this way, this way. Yeah, whatever. Whataburger is delicious no matter what.
Like
Exactly.
if your fries need a bunch of shit on them to be good, you don't have good fries.
Yep.
Honestly. No, the only reason it's called In-N-Out is because I'm in and out in about 5 seconds after I see the menu. Like,
Yeah.
You're also
right.
in and out the bathroom 5-6 times after you eat it.
Oh boy, this is why I said this is decisive. You've
this is how you
devised.
get Texans riled up.
Yeah,
we will
dude.
die. We will die on this fucking hill.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I
Man.
know you Texans will, and it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
Okay.
No.
Whoa.
Okay.
Look, everybody's wrong from time to time.
You're from Minnesota. You have no skin in this game.
Now, here, let me tell you one thing. First off,
About what?
I've been all over the country. Second, though, I lived in Kansas City for one year.
That disqualifies you from anything. Your barbecue sucks.
Ooh,
Hang on. Jackson's from St. Louis. We got to hold up there.
Oh,
So
yeah,
now-
no. It's okay.
now
I got
what I'm
White
going to
Castle.
say
We're
is-
good.
What I'm going to say is I've had Whataburger, I've had In-N-Out, and I've had them both very, very many times. But when I lived in Kansas City, I drove to Dallas for In-N-Out. I drove 8 hours for In-N-Out. I'm not going to fucking do that for Whataburger, okay?
I mean,
Not
listen,
a goddamn
it's
chance.
okay if you want to waste that gas and time. Like, what the fuck, man?
Hey, I'm happy for you. Okay, that's fine. I would eat In-N-Out like
If I had no other option.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
even.
eat it. I actually like the weird fries. I don't know why.
They're fine. Okay, so I'll put it.
Nobody goes to In-N-Out for the fries. You go for the double animal style. Let's be honest.
I'll put it this way. I learned one of my favorite sayings in the world from my uncle in the past couple of years. And he's a good old boy from Oklahoma. They've all met him. His nickname
Oh,
is
yeah,
Red-
that guy.
is Redneck. No one calls him Mike. Or
Yeah, we just
Michael.
all call him
Everyone
Redneck.
just calls him Redneck. My favorite saying from him is, "It'll make a turd." It's like if it's good food, if it's bad food, it'll make a turd. That's exactly what In-N-Out is. I'll eat it if all right, cool, that's fine. It'll make a turd. That's it.
My
Like,
dad
I think
said
that's a
that.
great. I mean, that's realistically any food that you put in your body will make a turd.
That's true.
Yeah, food is just future poop. Like,
Yeah, food is just future poop.
It tastes better.
Now, I do like the burgers, but like I like the fries for one reason only, and that's like in case I'm ever curious what like, the color beige tastes like. I got the In-N-Out fries.
If I'm going to go somewhere for the fries, I'm going to go to Arby's. Like or
That's fair.
McDonald's.
That's
McDonald's.
Those
has
curly
great
fries do slap,
too, but,
though.
like,
Those curly
They do.
fries
there's
are
no
very
other
good.
fast
Yeah.
food that you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get some fries from there unless it's McDonald's or Arby's.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Patrick. What's your favorite candle flavor?
Apparently, it's
I would
In-N-Out fries.
probably say if I was going to eat a candle, I would probably eat a pumpkin candle because I'm a big.
That's the best answer to that I've ever heard.
No, that's a great answer. That's a
Because
That's a fantastic answer.
there's no implication that you had to eat it. But I love that you just were like, if I gotta eat a candle,
It's the conviction that gets me.
Oh, I guess up here in Minnesota, we don't use the word flavor for candles. We use the word
Scent, whatever.
whatever the fuck you call it.
Amazing.
I feel like that might be where Pat was thrown off a little bit.
Yeah, I was totally thrown off because flavor is something you eat or drink. It's a
Wait,
mouth thing.
Listen, we're not too smart down here with the articles and whatnot. Like,
I can barely read. I don't know what's going on right now.
What flavor candle you like, Patrick? Patrick.
Oh, In-N-Out.
I hope to God we don't actually sound like that to you guys.
No.
So do you have any more food questions
I do.
or
I do.
any opinions?
No, that was it. We
was
just
it?
wanted to start off really strong and aggressive.
Oh, okay.
I got really strong
Nice.
and really aggressive. real
Have you
fast.
ever had Cookout?
No, I haven't.
Dude, so if you
That
ever
we've heard a lot about Cookout. We've heard a lot about.
bro, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It is really good. It is really cheap, but my lord. So my wife and I, we went to Nashville 1 week, a couple of years ago, or a year ago, whatever. I don't know. But last October. And I was like, I've heard so many friends, like touring friends, that are like, you have to try Cookout. And we're like, all right, cool. We have to eat here. And it's super, super cheap and delicious. It gave me the worst gas I've ever had in my life. And
Nice.
we were stuck in this, we were on it's a picturesque river outside of Nashville in the mountains. And it is a very, very small cabin. And both she and I were just tearing it up.
I love that you waited to tell these stories till Carly left.
Yeah, she went to a Christmas party. But yeah, Cookout, man, it is super good, but prepared.
Gas City, huh?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, fellas, there's a Casey's in Princeton now.
Oh yeah, dude.
A general store?
Yeah.
I was helping Jonesy move on I think it was like Wednesday of last week, and it was me, Johnny Gore, and Josh Clifton, all of us hanging out, and he was like, I have a surprise for lunch. Man shows up with 3 boxes of Casey's and was like, no fucking way.
Do y'all have Casey's in Minnesota?
Yeah.
It was, I was really excited to go to when we went on tour this summer. And then
we don't have it down here until
now. And Jackson was like, it's a gas station, you know. I was super excited.
Yeah, it's not
really like the only gas stations I've ever felt worthwhile to get excited about is like Sheetz or Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
I was about to say, y'all guys know about Buc-ee's, right?
Like we don't have a Buc-ee's. You know, also East Coasters, you know, Wawa. Sheetz or Wawa. Fuck Wawa. I don't know. I don't care. I hear they have good tea. But
if y'all are ever in Denver, you should definitely go to Casa Bonita. I don't know.
Casa Bonita is great.
If you're aware, but I've been there. I went there before they closed it, and I had to drive home the next day, and I shit in 4 different states on the way home.
That's how to fucking do it right there.
That's a record right there.
And you know what? I would go back. So sue me.
They call him the cross country man.
Wait, is Casa Bonita a gas station?
No, it's
a restaurant from South Park.
But there's like a whole South Park episode about it, and it's amazing.
It was really good. My mom lives in Denver, so when we were up there, we had it a few times.
All right, we got our next food question.
Here we go.
What food or meal from a movie or TV show that has stuck with you for your whole life?
Blue Milk.
The pizza from Goofy Movie.
Yes, I was gonna say just that. Yes,
or
the pizza from Goofy Movie.
I was gonna say
Krabby Patties.
Krabby Patty all the way.
I'm thinking of like the Flintstones when he has those big ribs that like turn.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tilt the car over.
Yeah.
You know what I try is a Pizza Planet from freaking Toy Story.
Yeah, dude.
That looks like
That's
a hit.
true.
I don't know. I've never seen it, but it looks like a hit.
My thought has always been the imaginary food from Hook.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, that's also a good one. Ooh,
it's super brightly colored. It's like all this food coloring that'll kill you.
Yeah.
All right, let me get real nerdy real quick. Lembas bread, Lord of the Rings. Just to say I did.
fair enough.
And my right will fill a man's stomach.
How many have you eaten? 4.
What a great moment.
Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd were perfectly cast in those movies.
Oh, dude.
What a
classic.
Yeah, I love like both of them in those movies and just how they're like obsessed with having to eat like all the time. At least in the beginning, you know.
Oh, dude.
What about
they're just high the whole
11Zs.
fucking time. Like,
yeah, I
They're just
actually
high
used
the
to
whole
have a T-shirt that my sister got me. I don't know where it went, but it was the glasses from the Breakfast Club, like the black and white. But it was the second Breakfast Club, and it had both of the Hobbits.
Nice.
that's amazing.
Second Breakfast Club. I love that.
Also, I want to try the soup that Eowyn made just to see if it was that bad.
Fair enough. All right, we got one more food for thought question, and that is: so you got a band touring through your area and want some authentic Texas food experience. Where are you telling them to go?
We got this local place called Subway.
Fuck up.
It kind of depends. It's so regional.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
if they've got time to go down to San Antonio, get some like authentic,
Mexican
solid
food.
Mexican food.
Yeah,
Like,
We will weigh in on this. San Antonio has better tacos than Austin. Fight us.
yes.
Honestly,
I don't think that's a dispute.
You'd be surprised.
The
Where you wanna
tacos
go?
in Austin are like fancy tacos.
Yeah, it's
you
white
know?
people tacos.
Whereas
Yeah.
like San Antonio is made by like I'm half Mexican. I can say this. It's made by like a little Spanish speaking lady who like maybe knows 5 words of English, and it just makes you feel comfortable and safe.
yeah. Or Terry Black's barbecue.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it
That would
depends
be a
on
barbecue
if they
place.
want. I mean, like even you can even take someone to Buc-ee's and they would
You
be
could.
stoked.
Honestly.
The barbecue's
I'm
that
also
good.
gonna say this might be a little out of left field. Babe's chicken.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that
is
is
awesome.
good. That's
Yeah.
solid.
Babe's is the
Yeah.
tits.
It's really just a matter of how much that band wants to shit their pants in a certain day. We're being real.
The whole family style thing at Babes is kind of dope.
It's
that's
so
sick.
good,
I love
dude.
I live for it.
Yeah.
Like
My one
everything
fear
there.
with Buc-ee's is that people would like eat a barbecue sandwich at Buc-ee's and think this is Texas barbecue.
Yeah, it's just good,
It's good, but it's not like
authentic
What do you mean
Texas.
it's
Not
that
authentic.
good?
What do you mean
nah,
a gas station's not authentic Texas barbecue?
dude, we had our boys
It's
in
close.
like several years ago, our boys in Calling All Captains crashed on
Yeah.
my couch a while back, and like they was like, hey, what's like cool is Bucky's? They mentioned like, is Bucky's as cool as they say? And I text Luke about an hour after they leave and was like, hey, how you doing? It's like, bro, Bucky's is heaven. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, dude. Heaven with a bunch of urinals.
kinda, yeah.
I tell you
That's
what, they
really
got
clean.
the best shitters on the road. Period.
Oh,
It's so
easily.
clean. It's so
Oh,
clean.
Hang on now. That random pancake house in Champaign, Illinois that
In
had a
Illinois.
fucking buffet.
That we went, this summer we went to this pancake house in Illinois after Audio Feed Festival, and this toilet, like I'm surprised it didn't talk to me. You know, it was like
had
a robot.
It had a warmer, it had a remote, it had a bidet, it had
It had a
I was like,
dryer.
can I play video games on this thing? Like,
It had a remote that you were like, you could like sit and it felt like you were texting while you were taking a dump. It
Yeah,
was,
it was
yeah.
Nice.
this is like a local pancake joint in Champaign, Illinois. Like, wild.
Yeah. Buc-ee's though,
Buc-ee's.
heavily reliable shitters.
True.
Yes.
Very clean.
we have those up here at a place called Quick Trips. We have Quick Trips. Not
Oh,
cheap,
Oh, yeah, those
not
two.
No,
No,
Quick
no.
Trip with the
Look,
I mean,
I'm a Quick Trip fan too. Like
Mhm.
I even do business with Quick Trip. Like I'm very familiar with Quick Trip, but like if you think the Quick Trip bathrooms are good,
You're a quick
that's
trip.
nothing. That's nothing
All right.
compared to Buc-ee's.
Mhm. Like,
That's good. It's good to know. It's good to know.
and even
Everybody
like
gotta-
Bucky's
you gotta
isn't
make
just, it's the experience.
Yeah.
The
If you need a
experience.
good, clean bathroom, hit up a
Mhm.
Buc-ee's. But with that, we're gonna head on over to rapid fire questions.
Oh,
This is the
no.
last part.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
So this is where things can get, a little heated. Some friendships could be broken here. It's possible. Probably not. But
Let's play Mario Kart.
rapid
Oh, I
fire
will
questions.
kick
You're just
all of
gonna
your asses.
Speak from the heart. You're gonna shoot from the hip. Whatever first thing that pops in your head, you just go for it. You ready?
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Monster Energy or nothing?
Nothing.
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 Coffee, but like I don't know.
I'll drink a Monster.
No, actually, no. The Monster Javas, I will have those.
I like a good old white trash Kyle to drink. I enjoy those. The imports are my favorite though. That have the little lid that closes.
Oh
back on.
yeah, those are pretty cool. I like
Those are
those.
pretty cool. I'd prefer
All right.
coffee though.
Next one: pop punk or emo?
Emo.
Pop punk.
No. Emo.
Emo.
Pop punk all the way, baby.
Right on. All right. Basically, a lot of you have already answered this, and it's kind of a trap. This question's a little bit of a trap. But Taylor Swift or John Mayer?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor fucking Swift.
John Mayer can eat my shorts.
I love John Mayer.
John Mayer is J.C. Penney core. It is Caucasian core.
John Mayer could torch Taylor Swift in a guitar battle.
All right. Skinny jeans or baggy pants?
Skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans.
Actually, women's jeans to be authentic.
Nothing.
We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back to the early mid 2000s, huh?
I actually wear
that's
women's
kind of
jeans
our
because
whole
those are the only ones that
personality.
fit my legs the way I like.
Same.
Men's jeans, yeah. I don't know.
I feel like MC Hammer in anything other than skinny jeans. Like,
Yeah, I can't wear anything other than skinny jeans. But I'd rather be wearing shorts.
Eric, that's assuming you're wearing pants at all.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's
fucking
true.
point.
That is true.
Fair. All right. Disney Plus or Netflix?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
For Star Wars.
Say
Disney
that for Star Wars nerds. I
Plus
have to
you got
say Disney
you
Plus.
got the new Indiana Jones. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I thought it was
That's
so
all
good.
like the retro content, like the stuff from our childhood that's on
yeah,
Disney
man.
Plus, and it's at the touch of a button.
Sky High.
Great.
Bro, I watched Treasure Planet again a while back. That movie is a fucking
Treasure
masterpiece.
Planet is so goddamn good.
It is an underrated movie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Stuffed crust or deep dish pizza?
Stuffed crust all day.
Oh, but I've had Chicago style deep dish, and
Go deep dish, but it's got to be like from actual Chicago.
Yeah,
not-
like
it's
that's
got to
the
be
only
from
thing.
Giordano's specifically.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Giordano's.
Yeah.
there's no just
had-
eating a pie at that point.
Yeah,
which
I've had
I'm not
I've had
complaining
deep
about.
dish, and it like turned. It felt like I was eating soup.
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I mean, I like stuff.
I'm with Chris. Only if it's from Giordano's.
Yeah, deep dish,
Damn.
yeah.
I've had deep dish from Pequod's, and it was like one of the best things I've ever had.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I do like some Giordano's though. That's good. I paid for it to be shipped to my house.
Mm,
Ooh.
Wow.
that is not a
That's
mistake.
dedication. That is dedication.
And they offer it. It's kind of rad. They'll ship
awesome.
it in dry ice.
Is it kind of like a take and bake type of deal?
Yeah, you got it. Like they ship it in dry ice, and you just got to.
Yep.
I'm
Slap
gonna
it in
need
the
a
oven,
link.
cook it.
I'm gonna need a link right the fuck.
Yeah,
now.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
So good.
Go for it. I'm pretty sure. So I did it a while ago, but I'm pretty sure it was like it wasn't cheap, but it was like you could get 3 pizzas for $100.
Worth it.
Mm,
It honestly really is, because if you were there, those pizzas are roughly $20 anyways.
Yeah, that's not that far off. That's not,
Like
that's
you're
not terrible.
what
No,
at
that-
that point you're just covering shipping costs is the
Yeah.
difference. Like I
More
can
than
get
enough.
with that.
And if you all
Ooh.
split it, it's worth it.
Oh, totally.
Ooh.
All right. Vans or Chuck Taylors?
Vans.
Vans.
Fans.
And
Hands.
I have super wide flat feet, so I cannot wear Chucks.
Fair
I
enough.
just
All
like
right.
the solid black Vans look. It's just
I have to
Iconic.
get
Iconic.
I have to get my hockey skates custom because the extra wide setting's too narrow. It's that bad.
Fair enough. All right. All American Rejects or The Offspring?
yeah.
All American.
All American
All
Rejects.
all American rejects. I mean, I saw Move Along, or that Bionicle commercial from 2006 where Move Along's playing in the background. Like that. Come on.
You want to know how much of a nerd I am? I remember which line that was.
That's so
Yeah.
specific.
No, I do too. It's the one where they're
It
underwater.
was, no, it was the Toa and Nika.
No, it's the one where they're underwater.
No, it was the one
Like,
before
which-
that. I'm telling you.
It's the same group, but they're underwater at that time.
That's right. That's right.
All right. All right. I have faith in you. This is the last one. And this isn't an either or. Typically, last season, we were doing a testing jingles knowledge. But this time, we switched it up completely. We're going to do a finish this lyric. Somebody like crashed.
What?
Oh, something was like super loud over in somebody's.
I don't know.
Oh. That might
Okay.
be my dog in the background.
Okay. So we got so we're gonna do a finish this lyric, and I'm pretty sure you guys can get this. I have faith in you. Okay. So you're gonna finish the lyric once I stop. Storming through the party like my name was El Nino.
I'm hanging out drinking in the back of an El Camino.
Was a kid, was a skid. No one knew my name. Driving to the house party. Got nobody came.
Good job. You did it.
Sum 41.
Fuck yeah.
Is it that was an easy one.
Okay, come on, bring it. Come on,
Yeah, bring it.
bring some more.
Oh no, that's the only one we prepped.
We're all here wanting extra credit, but that was the whole test.
That was the whole test, baby. But you guys did it. You finished the podcast. Now all you got to do is let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you, and what's next.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're getting ready. We're already booking shows for next year, which is super cool. Getting ready for tour for next year.
Hit us up if you want us in your city.
Yes, let us know. Midwest, preferably. We're making a tour around Audio Feed Festival again, like we did last year. That was phenomenal.
Oh my god.
But yeah, going like we said, going to the studio and pumping out singles, and then possibly an EP after that.
Depends on if certain things happen that we can't quite talk about yet.
Yeah, super good things up in the air. But yeah, we're on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Comment on our stupid stuff that we post. Just like it. Put a fire emoji. Whatever. We can't afford to pay for promotion.
Like make a D's nuts joke. Whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Say D's nuts, something like that. Yeah. And say like, hey, Eric's stupid. It's like, all right, cool. I agree with you. You know.
And our music is on every major streaming platform as well as Bandcamp. Just you can pretty much find us under all socials at Brave Days TX. And yeah, we're playing a big festival with Kid Liberty on January 5th. We're pretty stoked on that. And then beyond that, we're just writing, recording, same old stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Everybody, if you aren't already following them on social media, make sure you go check them out. Stream the shit out of their music. Let's blow them up even more. And tell them where you want to see them. Let's get them all around the United States. Let's get a whole continental U.S. tour. Let's just
dude.
Go the whole distance.
Yes,
blow us up like In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Or blow us up like a Bucky's restroom. You know what I'm saying?
Blow us up like that Culver's in Illinois after Audio Feed.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Don't even mention the Culver's, man.
All right. The rest of you listening, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. We're going to hop into the Unsigned Pop Punk News, and you're going to hear that after the jingle right here. Hey, friends, it's the Unsigned Pop Punk News, and guess what? Not a whole lot's changed.
No.
So we're going to go through this quick because Matt's going to see our boys in Linus, and we're all about support. That's the whole point of Unsigned Pop Punk. Supporting your friends, supporting music. So,
on this podcast.
And supporting your friends on this podcast. Yeah, that's true. You're going to hear Linus on this podcast.
The thing is that in a month from now, because this episode is 122, so in a month from now, Linus should be on, and you'll get to see Linus. So
hell yeah. So let's just roll through this real quick. We want to hear from you. So please give us a follow on our social medias. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Help us reach more people, because without that it's hard. It's a tough go. So help us grow this podcast, and because you're gonna like more things if you do.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, comment on our stuff. Let us know what you thought of the episode, all that fun stuff. And also, since it's January, we've got a new partner. We haven't planned it fully out yet, but we're going to have a brand new partner for our gender equality shirts. So 15% of that is going to be donated. 15% of every shirt gets donated to the new charity. So,
fuck yeah.
Do something good.
Do it.
Do something good with your life.
Buy yourself a shirt. Buy yourself a crop top. You're supporting either way.
Absolutely. Buy a gender equality as dope as fuck mug.
Fuck yeah.
If you don't want to wear it, drink your coffee. Right?
Yeah.
Or a shirt. Or tea or water, whatever you want to drink out of that cup. You do whatever you want. And yeah.
Also, Pat, we can't forget, 2 weeks from now we got our festival.
Oh, I know. I'm so stoked. It's emo Valentines. It's gonna be so good. Get to see some of our friends down in like the Brave Days. They're from Texas, and that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna be in Texas. We're gonna get to see some of our friends, some of the unsigned pop punk friends from across the country, and it's super awesome. And having them play on our own stage is crazy. Something I never thought I would ever get to do. And we get to do it. So we will be making sure to take video and pictures and all that good stuff, so you can see the whole thing. It's gonna be great.
Fuck yeah.
Right, Matt?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, we're gonna go though. That's the way the news goes. So thanks, Matt. Thanks, Gibby. Thanks, Lawrence Crow. If you need awesome merch done for you, or posters, or anything like graphic design, hit up Lawrence Crow. He's the man, the myth, the legend. He's gonna make you look dope as hell. Website stuff, Ross from Electric Kiwi. Obviously go to him because he's great and super friendly, and he's a gentleman and a scholar. So go support everybody. Love you. We'll see you Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you so much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you stream your podcasts. If you're in the position to help us grow and like behind the scenes access and exclusive shows, head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/unsignedpoppunk. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thank you all so much.